You clicked this video because your renders are looking so bad. So today I'm going to show you how to increase the quality of your renders so they will look spectacular. So let's get started. So I have two renders of the same thing, render A and render B. Now if we zoom into render A, you will notice that our Santa at the background, you notice that it's very pixelated and doesn't have very much detail in it. On the other hand, if you look at render B, when you zoom into it, you can see that the Santa is so much detail and we can actually see the eyes, the face, and all its facial features. And I'm going to show you how you don't need to render it as render A, but you want to render it as render B, and I'm going to show you the exact settings how to do that. This is the scene that I made. As you can see, it looks super good. And as you can see, I have some stuff in the background. They're quite far back. So if I go outside my scene, they're quite far back over there. Now, as you can see, if I render this Santa, this reindeer as well, everything is going to be pixelated, not going to be in much detail. So is this elf over here on the roof and the presents, and then there's probably this tree as well. Now, if you want to make them in detail, you have to increase the resolution. As you can see, I'm going to render this in cycles. Okay, I render this in cycles. So the resolution, that's the only setting you need to increase if you want to bring stuff into more detail. Okay, that's the only setting you need to change. As you can see, this is the settings that I changed it to. Okay, 3840 px and 2160 pixels, and then 400%. Now your one's probably going to be in this one over here. This is the default 1920 by 1080 pixels, and it's going to be 100%. Now you probably didn't know that this was here, and now this is the presets that you can change it to. You can change it to 4K Ultra HD 2160 pixels, and this is what you're going to get. This is 4K. You probably watch movies in 4K, 8K, whatever. This is in 4K. This will render in the resolution of 4K. Now, I didn't render this in 4K, because if I looked at it, I rendered it in 4K, and it was still a bit pixelated. Well, it wasn't that pixelated than the 1080px, but 4K was a massive increase in quality. I decided then render this in 8K by increasing this percentage to 200%. I rendered this in 8K again, and then it increased the quality. Now, since I want my renders to look spectacular, the best possible quality, I decided to render this in 16K, and I changed it to 400%. I wouldn't recommend doing 800% because then as soon as you change it to 800%, it's going to crash, but my computer's going to take it. My computer can handle it. Change it to 800%, it's going to be 32K, I believe. And then if I change it to 1600 pixels, it's going to crash. I'm not going to do it. So I just achieve it to 800 pixels, okay? 800%. Now that is going to be 16K. And that's the only thing to change. Everything is going to increase the amount of pixels in your scene, and then going to have so much detail. Everything's going to be in detail. And that is literally it, how to increase the quality of your renders. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in my next video.